Gotta love new parts. Welcome back, people. We are back on my second New Holland 271 baler. If you guys remember, the last time I run this up, I tried straightening blades. They ended up hitting and exploded and shot it out the back. But we have new blades. 2 brand new blades to be exact. This is the one that fractured and broke. But the other one, when it hit, it ended up cracking as well. So gonna replace both just to be safe. Hopefully we can get this thing going here. We got a bit of a nice weather, and there's one more kind of a storm coming through Alberta, a little bit of more snow, and hopefully that's gonna be it. But I want to get this thing together, get it running, tying, set the timing on it, clean up the knotters, and I've decided I'm going to sell this. So let's get at it. Oh man, putting that plunger in is a pain, but 2 new blades, and look at that. I don't know, you might fit a sheet of paper between those. They are perfect. Now I'll have to see if I can put a link down below here for those of you who haven't seen the other video. But yeah, these blades were hitting before. Again, it was due to lack of maintenance and the timing was off, which didn't cause the blades to hit, but caused a lot of other problems from the original owner. And when I tried to fix it, these blades, even though I straightened them, they hit because there was a curve in the bottom one. Now my other 271, they act like a pair of scissors. They clear about a sheet of the paper at the bottom, and they start to shear going across the top, which looks like is what's happening here, which is perfect. There is no light, as you can tell. There's no light at all come between those knives. Those are perfect. Now one thing I do worry is that this plunger being loose, it may move over. So I am going to get a pry bar on the other side. I'm going to put some force on the plunger to push it over this way to see if they're going to touch. The roller that is right here that you can just see in the bottom, it is adjustable. I can move it over a little bit if I have to, but I do want these as close as they can be. So I'm just going to check that tolerance there, turn it over my hand, and see how it goes. Okay, now I do have a cat's paw jammed in there, and it is clearing. This is awesome. This may be the fix. That's the thickness. I had wedged in there as far as it would go, and there was not really any play left in that plunger at all. So I'm going to double check the torque on the blades on both sides, the pitman here on the plunger, and I'm going to bring over the tractor, flash this thing up, and hope for the best. Well, here we are, back where we were last fall. And I'd be lying to you if I told you I wasn't nervous about starting this thing up. If those blades hit, $200 will be gone in about half a second. And as you saw the last time, it ran for about a minute before they let go. So, we'll start off slow, see what happens. Yeah, baby. She is running like a dream. Those blades are just touching by a hair, just enough to build a little bit of heat, which is perfect. They'll wear themselves in, and especially once some straw and hay gets in there, that'll be like almost like a lubricant, because it is got a bit of an oily, greasy feeling to it. That'll fix that right up and break those in perfect. Now there's quite a squeak in here. Now the rollers on the plunger, they do run down these metal bars. They're just dry. That's the way they run. I'll probably put a little flume film on there just to help give it a little layer of something just while it's breaking in as well. But that is success. So now I'm going to put on the side grabs, the hay dogs on the sides. The ones in the middle are working well. You can see they're up. I'm going to put those on. The next, we're going to open up the knotter assembly here. We're going to get rid of this twine. Not that it really matters, but I'm just going to pull it out just to make sure everything's good. We're going to throw 2 balls of twine in here and see if it knots. So these are the wedges that help pack the bale. They go on the side of the machine like this, 2 on this side, 2 on the other. You can put up to 6 on here, I think, on each side. But what they do is they make it so that the straw or hay travels easily over the slope, but when it tries to come back, it hits on the flat side. So it just helps hold the straw and the hay at the back of the chute. So when the plunger comes forward, it's not relaxed and all that straw and have to push it in again. It kind of leaves a gap. And then, I don't know if you can see them here. See if I can point to them. There's one there. This is a true hay dog, this thing right here. What that does is it's on a spring, and those actually are like little teeth. They're on each side, and they're also on the top as well. You can see this is the spring here that holds them. That's the top side of them, and they're actually teeth that stop the straw from coming back. So I'm just going to install these. I'm not going to video it, nothing exciting. Put those on, and then we're going to open up this knotter assembly. So I got everything well greased and well lubed. There's oil everywhere and grease everywhere, which is good. All the grease nipples, except for this one, took grease. This one took a little bit of work, and but I got it going, so everything is good. Got a twine all out of the knotters. Now we're going to throw in a couple balls of twine here and see if we can get to tie a knot. Now they don't really do a good job without any straw or hay, like putting force on it, but I want to make sure that the bills, which are these shiny things down in here, I want to make sure they're going to grab the wire, turn it, and then the knotters come in, pinch it off. So we'll get a couple balls of twine, we'll throw them in. Alright, so both knotters threaded good. Of course, there's no tension on it. There's nothing left on this side for it to grab to cut it, but it tied its knot. And there's the other one. So normally with the bail there'd be tension, so this stays up, and then the knife cuts it, and then then the knot, of course, stays on the other half and stays tied on. But of course, with no bail in here, no hay or straw, this is all just loose. As soon as it cuts, it just falls down to the bottom. But that's all I wanted to do, is make sure it was knotting, so I know that the bills are grabbing the twine. So that should be it. It'd be nice to have something to throw through it. Maybe I'll see if I can find a couple old bales somewhere in a field. I think I got one left up on the far side that was kicked off into the ditch, but if not, I'll have to buy a couple, which is kind of ironic that I sold it all and now I have to go buy a couple bales. I don't know, but I do want to run it through here to make sure it's going to work. So really, just close this thing up, clean up my tools. This baler is ready for sale. Need a baler? I got you fixed up. Going on Kijiji for $2,500. I'll even come out and help you the first couple times if you're local to Mountain View County. Anyway, that's it for the video today. The rest will just be getting my equipment ready, because it is spring is here. We got the cutter, the rake, the baler, and the stack wagon that we got to work on and get it ready to go. So as usual, thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Catch you again later.